Dylan, down 3-1 going into the third, and you still come away with a point in the end. I don't know how do you feel about the end result?
I think we're disappointed with losing like that. You know, great to come back from down 3-1, but we had 2 points there in our hands, and we let them slip. And say what you want. It's a minute left. I put my stick in the guy's midsection and gave the ref a opportunity to call it. And you know, we took 2 penalties there with 4 minutes left, and they capitalized, and then they get one late in overtime. We get a point, but we feel we should have had 2.
Was there any explanation for the no call on the stick throw there? Newsy might have got an explanation. We didn't hear that.
Dylan, was overtime, is it kind of frustrating, like when they just, you know, like the first 2 minutes, they just had the puck and hard to kind of get anything going for you guys?
Yeah, we won the face-off, and then, you know, again, I had the puck and on the half-boards trying to play it back to Ghost, and Beniers knocks it out of there, and you got to make safe plays, and we should have had the puck like that, and we kind of gave it away.
Shayne, can you just talk about the power play and how it's going right now, and how key it's been to the success in the early going, and what you're seeing that's made it work?
Yeah, you know, I think for the power play, I think it just works so well right now, is just because, you know, we know where our spots are. We know that we got to get rid of the puck quick. You know, the Tanks does a really good job of, you know, giving us looks of what they're going to give us, and, you know, what plays we can make out of that. And, you know, it's just a compliment to our guys, just, you know, getting to the right spots. And, you know, if you saw, they were taking Larks away in the middle a little bit, and then Larks went to the goal line, and it throws a different look, a different wrinkle. And, you know, thankfully it worked, and, you know, I think it kick-started our play in the third.
And it really seems like it's pick your poison out there with you out there with Larks, the way to break it, shooting it. Our defense is really trying to decide who to cover in those areas.
Yeah, I mean, I think we have a weapon at all positions. You know, DP down low and Mo moving the puck up there. He gives us, you know, those subtle fakes that he makes gives us the time to do what we need to do. And, you know, it's a power play for a reason. There's only 4 of them and 5 of us. They got to cover. You know, someone's going to be open, and, you know, we got a weapon at every spot.
Just looking back, Newsy, how do you just summarize, I guess, the game in its entirety?
Yeah, in reality, to be down 2 goals going in the third and get a point out of this, we'll take that. Give the guys a little credit. Obviously, the adversity there. At the end of the second, it's unfortunate we couldn't close it out. Took 6 penalties tonight. They were all penalties. And we took 2 in the last 4 minutes, and that didn't give us a chance. I'm fully convinced we would have won that game without our penalties late.
The stick that...
Yeah, the stick.
What explanation did you
I
get?
give the ref a ton of credit. He came right to me after the period and said he wanted that one back. And that'll go a long ways for me with Mitch. I love refs that communicate like that. Just came over and said, hey, we missed it, apologize. And I appreciate that a ton. And that you know, made me gain a lot of respect for Mitch and his crew tonight.
What about the Sherratt penalty with the helmet? It looked like
Yeah, that was a
in the
gray
play.
area. Reading it back, the black and white on it says if you're engaged in the play and you're still in the play, you can play. And I felt, he was still engaged in the play. So it's a read by the ref. Again, good communication by Jake. He came over and he told me how he saw it, and that's all you can do is get to the explanation and move on.
Derek, what do you think of Ville tonight?
Ville, it was tough. There was a lot of volume. Obviously, there's a couple of goals. He definitely wants back. It was probably similar to his first couple starts, where it's not awful. He has make some big saves for us, but we just we're the previous 4 games we just played. There was no soft goals in there, and I think there was a couple he would want back. But again, get down 3-1, 2 goals going to the third, getting a point was pretty big, and he was part of us getting that point.
Derek, what was the locker room like after that second period? Because in years past, you might have had the feeling, oh no, this game could get out of control.
Well, yeah, it was good. We basically talked about, we had a couple X's and O's, but basically said, hey, as well as we've played in those first 6 games, we haven't had a lot of things go wrong. And we obviously had a stretch of 4 or 5 minutes where it went against us, a little adversity there. And I just thought it was a really good challenge for us. And I felt if we got 1, we would get 2, and that's what happened. So we'll tap back into that. Good sign from the guys to, again, the numbers on being down, going into third and getting a point. The odds are not very good or in your favor. So, again, considering we were leading in the last 5 minutes, would have loved to finish it off. But in reality, being down 2 goals going to the third, that's a pretty good point for us.
Is this a different? So you guys reading off that power play?
Good. I mean, yeah, anytime it goes out, it feels like it gives us a chance. And even, again, early on, we had some good movement on it and some good touches. And it just momentum. It just got us rolling, obviously huge. And we got 3 in the third.
Is this a difficult game to gauge defensively, considering all the special teams?
Yeah, a little bit. There's still our 5-5 game wasn't great. I give them a lot of credit. I don't know if it was the best team we've played this to date, but it was by far the fastest team we've played to date. And I think, you can talk about team speed that you're going to be up against. You can scout it, but until you face it, it probably takes a little bit to get adjusted to. And that's a good team. It's a playoff team that has played very well, but hasn't had some outcomes. And you can tell they came out, they changed all the lines around. They felt like a team that had their backs to the wall, and they played as such. So, little credit to the opponent, but we probably could have managed that a little bit better.
Is there some frustration tonight similar to New Jersey where late penalties, just you kind of undermine yourselves?
Yeah, for sure. It was just the penalties. They're like, we took 6 penalties. It's just tough to get rid of them. A couple times we were able to roll 4 lines tonight. I liked our energy. Had full confidence in Zarnik, Fish, and Berggren. They were actually making some plays, just couldn't get them out there with the special teams, just the way it played out. And it's just, not a very good rhythm like that. Yeah, a lot went on tonight. Again, a lot of positives. Opportunity to practice more when right back at it again. Anytime you find yourself down 2 goals to a good team like that in the third, pretty happy with the boys, and I think a good sign for us going forward.
Eric, when you talked about how you liked how Lalonde was playing in the preseason, did you see it translating into more goals, like you said?
Yeah, that's a good question. I never thought about it like that. He does have the ability to score, does have the ability to finish, except if there's a really wide open 4x4 on his first shift of the game. But you got to give him credit to bounce back. But those are it's just one of those things. It's just you play well, you do the right thing, you gain trust from your coach, you get more minutes. He's out there in overtime, and those are earned minutes. I'm coaching to win, and he's the guy I've been calling on. So really, really good for him. Happy for him. Now it's on him to keep it going.
What about Dylan's kind of power play work? It seems like is it a confidence thing? Is it something? Is he taking another step?
Confidence. I give our Jay Verity and Alex Tenge credit. Just they have a plan versus certain penalty kills. You can see their vision of what it should look like, and they've been executing. Again, credit to our guys executing and obviously making some plays. So, again, huge boost for us. You get 3 tonight. 3 power play goals at home. You shouldn't need 6 goals to win at home. We shot ourselves in the foot with the penalties.
With Dylan on that, is you seeing some, I guess, for lack of a word, versatility, like he's kind of moving around?
Yeah, we want it, but that's design. We got righty lefty there. We can go downhill on both ends. We want that stick facing, and that's pretty basic. Power play 101, and those guys have a good feel for it.
Over time, it seemed like you guys were more eager to kind of take the chances when they're there. Regroup.
Yeah, there's a couple puck plays you want back. Possession's huge. They actually probably did a better job with possessing it and getting changed. They went through 2 changes once with us not getting a change. But I thought our guys hung in there, and hey, we made the play. Razor hits one off the middle, the inside of the post, just didn't go in for us. A little bit of a broken play there. No penalty, by the way. I know our fans were very happy, but looking at that back, there was no penalty on that overtime goal. That was just Razor, and the guy the game winner got an awkward collision in the corner, and their guy just was able to get out of it. But yeah, there was no penalty. So it's just one of those nights. Could have probably managed a lot of things much better. But again, to get a point out of this, pretty good sign for us.